Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, part 4. The finale. The grand finale. Okay. Pisces, we'll start with you first. Got the cards ready. Okay, we're all ready? We're ready. Let's have a look and see what's on the cards for you this June time. I feel like I need to find my voice. Okay. Pisces, let's have a look. We've got the Empress. I said like I need to find my voice. It always takes me to like she's holding up a microphone. Okay. So it's like she's holding up the microphone for, well, it's your turn to speak. Handing over the mic. Best find your voice. Okay. The energy of, has the cat got your tongue? Hangman. So he's not really doing anything or saying anything. He's just hanging now. Let me just line this up a bit and see. Okay. Talking to Christ is coming through. I wonder where the microphone was pointing to, whether it was going to line up with any of the body parts, but it doesn't. It kind of lines up with, because I take this to being on the cross. On the cross. Okay. And speaking to Christ. So where did then that take me to? Oh, okay, if you're stumbling to find the words and don't know what to say, you're not to worry about that, or the correctness of what comes out, because the divine will talk through you. You have to believe and trust in that. You can't really say a wrong thing, and there's no point worrying about it after you've said it, because you already said it. And there's a reason that you said it, otherwise you wouldn't have said it in that way. So let's not worry about the delivery. There's another card underneath here. Okay, this is the card of humiliation, embarrassment. So I've just told you not to worry about what you've said, and if you've been a little bit abrupt, and so maybe you did find your voice and say something after a long time of not feeling as though you don't really have a voice, because these people, well, I'm taking it like that's kind of, I'd say you, the masculine. That's what I feel like. And then we've got the feminine here, but we're talking like to the masculine. Looks very similar here. And then these two people are like hurt. So we could be embarrassed about one's behaviour. Again, you've got to knock that on the head, because like shame, guilt, embarrassment, fear, I don't know, about what others think, or well, this is more about what you think about yourself. So if you have given a difficult lecture is coming through, it was for the right reasons. If you do hurt others' feelings, not that you feel it was necessary, but if it's done, it's done. Don't question that too much, because maybe they, needed to hear it that way, because it normally has a knock-on effect, and both parties, or there's three here, third party, you go away and you have a think about what was said, what you said, and well, you learn, hopefully. You learn through your mistakes. Pisces, let's have a look at this energy here with the energy oracle cards. I've got nasty a couple of times, especially during like my ascension, where I've kind of gone away and thought, why on earth did I react like that, respond like that, why was I so harsh? But you've got to let it go. And it made me kind of look at myself and think, okay, I don't ever want to get to that point where I respond to that again. So allowing people to like push your buttons to trigger you. There's an energy of like being so disgraced with your own behaviour that it stops you from behaving like that again in the future. Right, let's have a look at the energy here. Oh, blossom in abundance. Wow. There's another reason then for you to start to speak up, is because this blossom in abundance is coming into your world, and it's going to be shared with those that have a rightly claim on it. So if there's people in your life that maybe you're not aware of like now, but in the future the divine is aware of, that they could disturb this fruition of your dreams, then incidents will happen where, you know, you're like, it kind of does it, you know, you may never speak again. It's kind of done. Anyway, card number 3, number of the Empress. What are we going to look at here? Blossom in abundance. Let's focus on that. I've been listening to some audios. I'm hoping that I'm going to say her name correctly, and I strongly suggest that there's quite a few of them on YouTube, but put in Florence Scovel, Scovel, Shin, I believe it is, Shinn. She's the lady who wrote The Game of Life and How to Play It, and we're talking like back in the 1920s, 1930s, so a century ago. And she's got some really good tips on affirmations you can use. Anyway, where was I going with that? Just listen to her stuff. There you go. That's where I'm going with that. Increasing wealth and value. She speaks a lot about what you view as being like sinning, and it's about forgiving yourself and forgiving others. So it's along those lines of the damage, and she can go into quite a bit of detail as well about I think it's her, because I've been listening to Neville Goddard as well. A lot of personal development I've been doing every morning. I try and listen to an audio that's about an hour long. Very interesting. Okay, so I suggest, that's my suggestion to you. So increasing wealth and value. This card shows a beautiful golden garden in the springtime. We like that, just that time of year. In the springtime, with coins and new flowers blossoming all around. They even hang like fruit on the tree above. Okay, so they're not fruits, they're coins. Have a look closer. Uprights, this card signals a new increase in wealth, possibly in a dramatic and unexpected way. Be aware that you sow the seeds of your own wealth and prosperity. Much like a gardener works the ground and begins to see blooming results take hold. This card upright indicates that the universe is blessing you. Okay, it's blessing you and helping the fruits of your labour to blossom. So smell the flowers and tend to the new growth. Be grateful and enjoy. Look at the Empress here in her flower and blossoming garden. Okay. The Oracle of Shadows and Light. Amara the Menahoon. Aloha Healing. Let's get the words out. Amara, I think you pronounce it Menahoon. Aloha Healing. So that card said about, what did it say about stopping and smelling the roses? Let me just recap that, because this is very much about connecting with yourself, nature, resting. Let me just see what the ending of this card did say. So smell the flowers and tend to the new growth. Let's go to card number 19 now. Amara the Menahum. About Amara the Menahum. Amara represents the spirit of the tropics. She is warm, sensual, sweet, and laden with gifts for you. Okay. She eats fruits and flowers and dances and sings the songs of her ancestors. She is laughter and fresh flowing water and hope and warmth. It feels like the Empress, the Divine Feminine, is being described. So Amara represents the spirit of the tropics. She is warm, sensual, sweet, and laden with gifts for you. She eats fruits and flowers and dances and sings the songs of her ancestors. She is laughter and fresh flowing water and hope and warmth. She is at home in the world outside, in a natural in a nature filled with the sound of dolphins, the music of waterfalls, the song of the warm breeze. There are also many sweet aromas when she comes to you, and she wishes for you to slow down and relax, and to take your time and smell the frangipans. Is that how you say it? Frangipanis. There is no rush when Amara comes into your world. She knows that while you feel rushed, you are not eating right, nor digesting properly, nor connecting deeply, nor sleeping well, nor feeling fully. You are barely noticing the beauty of nature both within and outside of you, so it is time to treat yourself to some relaxation of the Hawaiian kind when she comes to visit, and embrace the aloha spirit. Amara the Menahum speaks. Aloha. It is time for a guilt-free time out for you, when you will invite the energy of Hawaii and more self-nurturing into your life. It is time to discover and fade out those voices that say you must always work hard and be stressed to achieve what it is you wish for. I am of a time and a place where time moves in its own way, where you are at one with the natural world, and where your body and soul are entwined in unison and singing the most beautiful song. You need the power of sunshine on your body. Now, we had that in this morning's reading, and I've spent most of the day outside. Actually, me and my daughter spent like 2 hours going through a memory box of photographs, which she said that was thoroughly enjoyable. So please give yourself a sunbath, a natural energetic healing of pure golden light, and feel the radiance warm your bones and fill you with joy. The divination message. Amara has come, and so it is time to begin to eat more fresh fruits, drink healthful juices and smoothies, take dance lessons, have a tropical bath with flower petals, and bring the energy of a waterfall into your life. Kahuna massage and body work is wonderful for you when Amara makes her gentle, powerful presence felt. She also responds well to dancing, joyful exercise, singing, and music. Fresh foods, fruits, and more raw food, and you would definitely benefit from more sunshine and outdoor time. There may be relaxation and healing traditions within your ancestry to investigate. Take a vacation and journey to a soulful place. Holistic treatments will have appeal, as well as natural alternatives. By taking this approach and devoting yourself to it, you can expect renewed health and a positive new attitude too. Above all, it is time to connect to the power of sunshine in gentle, soulful ways. Surfing and ocean swims will be most beneficial at this time. Should we see whereabouts you are on the journey of love then? And these audios I've been listening to, like, I believe it could have been Neville Goddard though. I'm not sure. Good, it's evening here, Moon Cookie. So, is it afternoon there where you are already, or are you still morning? I caught the live. Hoo happy, memorable day, weekend. Chilling and grilling all weekend long. Love it. That's awesome. It's just me and my youngest daughter home alone at the moment because Megan and Jamie are off. Beautiful. They've gone to this wedding. Oh my goodness. Beautiful surroundings. It's like a manor house. All this estate to walk through, all these statues. And so I've been like video calling this morning, and she showed me around. She's like in a bell tent. They have this own bell tent of their own. Oh, it's amazing. So they're having a good time. So it's just me and the little one at home. And so we've been like going to what I'd class maybe, you know, the more expensive supermarkets where I like to actually go. And I went there last night, come back with some dinner, cooked us a really nice dinner. So we've gone today, chosen our dinner again. So we're eating like salads and really nice, good stuff. And at one point, actually, whilst my daughter was like walking around, she said, I don't know why I keep trying to add it up and seeing how much like I've spent. I don't know why I'm worrying about money. Because these audios like kind of tell you to well, act as if, you know, you are the wealthiest person. Don't worry about like spending money, and know that, you know, when you give out, then you receive back. So really good tips on just kind of chilling out, especially when it comes to like money. So yeah, we've been kind of choosing these really like luxurious meals to eat. I mean, we've got some stuff in the oven. It's going to take a couple of hours to cook, so I thought I'd come and have a chat with you guys, but I'm really looking forward to it. Like really nice like breakfast yogurts we're getting, like really creamy ones in little glass jars, and it feels good. Why not? Why not? Right, the journey of love. Connect to the power of love. But we have been having quite a lot of barbecues, like every weekend. So, like, we have a fire every night, but since Megan and Jamie's been away, I haven't had a fire. I can have a fire, but, yeah, that kind of hasn't happened. And, no barbecuing. Right. Pisces, the spaces between the words. So I started off the reading kind of saying, you know, I need to like find my voice, or find the words. I don't know. Card number 24. When we look for guidance, we often look for words that clarify. Oh, I know what I was saying to you. So these audios I've been listening to, like they're pointing out like certain health issues, and or yeah, let's just say that. I can't remember which ones, but I remember one that that did stick out, and it was like grey hair. When you kind of go grey, it's because you've been worrying about money. I thought that's interesting. And then there's other ones like for liver conditions and how like these different stresses affects I don't know if it was arthritis that was on there, rheumatism. And I was like, oh, this is amazing. I mean, I feel absolutely healthy, but but then when you listen to these, that's due to like my mentality. And yeah. Cheers to Lucy. Cheers, Mike, okay? And to the channel of love, it's a celebration of life. Sure is. I was actually going to purchase myself. I chose not to. When Emily kind of gave me a look, I said, should I purchase like these chocolate flakes that you add into like milk and it makes the most delicious hot chocolate? But I'm going to save that to my next visit. I did get some really nice like a salad dressing today. So yeah, I found myself looking at all these little jars of like honey, orange and cinnamon honey. Sounds good. So I'm like, what can we have that on? All these like jams and different sauces. Yeah. Oh, and then I saw these beautiful tins that were like a peacock tin, and then they had like the hot chocolate flakes in them. And my daughter went, "You just want it for the tin, don't you?" I said, "These are nice tins." But there was all different for tea and coffee. And I'm like, "Can I use that coffee?" She's like, "No, that's not instant coffee. You need like one of them machines." I said, "I don't really want that." So, yeah, been there, done that. I quite like instant coffee. But, oh, it's fun. It's fun. And I picked up a box of chocolates, £35. She went to me seriously. I said, "We would enjoy eating this, wouldn't we?" £35. She went, "For a box of chocolates?" I said, "For a box of chocolates." Look at them. I didn't get that, but it's fun, isn't it? Why limit ourselves? £35 box of chocolates. I said to her, "It's your birthday next week. I'll get you a box of chocolates." I won't really. It's not what she's wanting, but I mean, I wouldn't say no. Let me read this. Oh, jeez. Right, when we look for guidance, we often look for words that clarify, reassure and help us find our authentic path through the chaos. Yet there is also guidance in the spaces between the words, between each letter, between all the happenings in our lives, where there is nothing to be said, where there are no lines to be coloured in, when there is just openness. Those are the times when we need to freestyle. We need to do or not do based on what is happening for us right in the moment. Often there is far less to do than we think. Often we don't need to think. There is a space forming around you now. Sometimes when we sense this subconsciously, we feel exhilarated and excited, anxious and nervous, and not even sure why. There is a sense perhaps that we wouldn't mind having a map of this unknown terrain, or perhaps we are happy to wing it and make it up as we go. Either way, there is space to just be. It is a receiver for the divine presence. If you have a lot of space of unknown around you now or within you, then just know that there is a lot of divine presence to be received. It can't be explained really. It happens between the words, and yet without it, there wouldn't be any words, any guidance at all. This oracle speaks to you. Enter the space and let go, for your time to receive is upon you. Be blessed. Day birth. The eastern rise of time on newborn wings bursts out across the lifeless crowd and sings its climb to heights unknown of beauty, warmth and power upon its throne. Beauty, warmth and power upon its throne, to fade away in western sky and only for a moment lie before it takes its course again to breathe once more in heart of man. There you have it, Pisces. Moon cookie. Oh, Lucy, that's the only thing we don't have is a nice dessert. How I wanted to do. What does that say there? Does that say trifle, red, white and blue? Oh, yeah. I might actually make some jelly later. Because these little glass jars that the yoghurt came in. So we've tried 2 of the flavours now. There's only 3 of them. But we don't really fancy the strawberry one. Cherry and lemon curd are these yoghurts. And Emily said to me, if you keep them little glass jars, she said you can make the jelly up in them. Because they're like perfect serving. I said, good thinking, Batman. So I've switched it to the TV so I can multitask. Have you now? Okay then. Big screen it is. Right, let's move on to Aries. So memories today. And then whilst I was out, I kept getting like it spoke about the aromas. And yesterday I picked up this energy because I looked at a box and it said aroma on it. And then it kind of went off into like a channeling. And it was like missing the aroma. We could say of each other, but I feel the masculine's missing like the smell of the divine feminine. And I was out today with my daughter and I said to her, what's that you're wearing? Because all of a sudden it took me back to where I've smelt it. So I kept smelling it and think, I recognise this smell. And it took me to like a hotel chain that I stayed in quite a few times called Citizen M. And very funky, modern hotel chain. And in, obviously, I would say their bathroom, but sometimes there's not a bathroom. Like the shower pod is like in your bedroom. You have all disco lights. It's a great experience. Okay, very small, compact rooms, but like wall-to-wall bed, and that takes up like part of it. And then you'd have a little iPad and a big screen on the wall, and then sometimes like your toilet and your shower are in your bedroom, but you have like these sliding frosted glass doors and like a halo above you if you want. You can change like it to disco lights. It's just fun. Okay, it's a fun way of travelling and staying. And they have like this day and night, so they have like one for day and one for night time, like shower gel. And that's what it took me to, or whether it's like the smell that they kind of have going through their hotel chain. But I was like, Emily, oh, you're just taking me back to like holidaying. Let's go to Aries. I want to say like pure divine masculine energy. That's what the Aries represents. Is the Emperor. Wants to return. With this card, it is the only card that has flowers growing out of the cups, which means it's a love that's blossomed and grown over time, especially over like the last 6 years. Now, I always feel this feminine here, she's like wearing oven gloves, so maybe she's a bit afraid of getting burnt, hurt. Understandable, but this masculine's grown up, look. It's like he used to be a gnome, a garden gnome. Oh my goodness, hold on, because I feel like I'm going to sneeze. I feel like he's come alive and really shot up and grown up. But it's like he's just been sitting in the garden. That's good guidance to sit in the garden. But it's like now he knows what to do. Sitting in the garden like a statue. I feel more like he's been in his own head, but going off for like long walks. So connecting that way with nature. There's a church here. So this is memories of love. So a lot of that going on today, reminiscing about things that we love and experiences. Okay. I can see the cross here again. I think the apprehension might be that there's a fear here about the feminine like being cross with him. Because, oh, she got burnt. If she followed him into the cave and kept chasing him, there's a strong chance that if you don't give him his space, he's going to burn you. You don't go into the cave when a man retreats to his cave. So, things are turning around here. I'm just going to leave this like this. There's a lot of cards here, Aries. Things are turning around here. So, you don't need to go into his cave. He's coming out of his cave. After education, studying, learning those life lessons, like the books are out. And the Sphinx here, he actually, or she, the Sphinx stops you until you kind of can solve the riddle. And then we have connecting with your intuition. When you don't know what to do, go within. And then we've got like the card, but you see, we can take all these, it's not an issue, it's half the deck, but we've got the card of celebration here with the feminine. You learn to leave the masculine alone. And look, he's in his own nightmare here, but it's up to him and the divine, really, to find his balance. He's working with the divine here, Archangel, helping to balance things out. There's an angel up here with a golden book. He's got his cup. Okay, no flowers coming out of it, but he's dipping his toe in the water, but it looks like he's got a torch there, so he could be afraid of the dark, of the unknown. Well, here's the feminine here, and she's blindfolded and tied up, and she's not afraid of the dark or the unknown. She's just going to follow the flow. So you can feel free to follow her, but it's about a trusting issue, isn't it? If you don't trust this feminine, then you're not going to follow her, are you? So it's like you kind of have to do your research, like, without her being involved. You build your own trust up in the divine. And then it's like things have turned around. You learn to trust this feminine and her direction. And the opportunity for passion is offered from the divine because you're ready. Okay. This is a lot of talking during the night time. Talking to each other. Telepathy. It's like there's this pathway between you. So I wouldn't say you're howling at the moon, but you're discussing things over. Like from your side to mine, from my side to yours. I do feel the energy of this being day and night. A lot of telepathy. It's more about what he is going to say. A heavy burden, so hiding his face. He's building confidence here by talking to the divine, because when you get to kind of talk to the divine, or you learn to open up, and you start with the divine, talking to God, you build your confidence having done that then you can move on to putting down that burden, being ashamed, afraid to talk. Well, there's the Hermit. So the Hermit goes within to become educated. He now holds a lantern with the star in it. His head's still lowered though, and he's also holding that wand that was offered by the divine. So he's got the star in his hand, he's got the wand in his hand. The divine feminine's got a bird in her hand. Okay. And she's got her hand on the pentacle as well here. Okay. He's got his hand on a world. He's got the whole world in his hand. So what's he going to do? This is a charging in energy, which I'm not sure if this is advisable. No. So the charging in is not advisable. You're going to you're going to hit heartache. Okay. There's a strong chance his masculine's fearing like rejection. So if he's fearing that so much, then the way he's coming in will not be suitable, appropriate, and there's a strong chance he will be rejected. So he just manifests what he's thinking. So he's got to be a bit more confident in his attainment of the divine feminine here, the Ten of Cups. Like knowing this is going to work, knowing this is the divine plan. Knowing that you're going to know what to do. The Magician. As above, so below, as within, so without. You're feeling a lot of fear within, then that's what's going to be experienced on the outside. A defensive energy here, so there's definitely this struggle here about, like even he's telling you, it's like, put it down. Put your guards down. There's nothing to like protect yourself from. You are protected and divinely directed. Judgment. Fearing the judgment. So it's like he actually wants a security's coming through, but it's like a safety deposit. It's like, is this the death of me? But this is a powerful card. I'd say the most powerful card in the deck. It is the only card that can fight the devil, which is just fear. What does fear stand for? False evidence appearing real. So he's got his tail between his legs here, and she's trying to encourage him to talk. I feel like she's giving him a little tickle first. She's already aware of, she's got the infinity symbol behind her. Behind her, oh, it's like above her. So she's very aware. The Ten of Pentacles, so she's very aware. Oh, this takes us back to like following the feminine, but if you don't trust your own judgments, then Whose judgment can you trust? Oh, did you hear that? It was like a knock knock. Knock knock knocking on heaven's door. Right, okay. Well, you do that and then you get the response. And now this is a messenger who needs to send out a message in the physical. This is the card of physical. Let's get physical, physical. The star energy. I mean, she's busy focused on her own. This took me to like watering the land. Okay. She's just taking care of nature. It's like she's a naturist. And then the masculine's, well, he's not. Like there's that tree there. I feel like he's trying to connect to, but he's not really open to receiving. So it's like half-heartedly trying. But the feminine here, she's kept in this bubble, in her world, which is protected. It's like she's, I feel like she's swimming in a bath. She's floating on her back here. That's all I need to say. It's a nice energy. Yeah, and because she's in this state of being, relaxing, she's got the magician's wands. She's got this protection around her. It's a card of completion, new beginnings. It's not the Wheel of Fortune where, you know, things are going to turn around and you don't know how long for that wheel turns again. This is a new beginning, and she's being offered the Ace of Pentacles. Because she's in this state of being. Devil card. So that Strength card, this is the fear. This is the fear of love. 666, the number of the devil, but number 6 is a number of love. So fear. What can defeat this card? Strength, masculine, feminine together. Aries. That's the rest of the deck. Mark. That's all I've got to say. Mark, how are you, darling? My goodness. It's good to hear from you. Right. The card of the Observer. Energy cards. I hope you're keeping really well, Mark. Spotted Pony. Hi, darling. Good. I hope you are too. Yes, I am. Better than ever. Oh my goodness. Okay. We've got appreciation in reverse and broken heart. So I spoke about like that Knight of Swords come rushing in, and it's like I'm not sure if that's the correct way to do it, because it feels like you could be rejected and end up with a broken heart. So is this saying like lack of appreciation for the feminine here? It's card number 15, that devil. It's like, because we're talking to like Aries, the divine masculine, it's like, do you have an issue with showing your divine feminine appreciation and telling her what you appreciate about her? Spotty Pony, yes, all good here. So glad you're better than ever. I feel like I'm at this point in my life that I've never been before, where I'm quite in control and very calm with handling situations. It's got to be the most stress-free that I've kind of lived at so far, and it's lovely. So I'm in a really good space. And because I'm in a good space, like my environment is good. It defies the law if it wasn't to be good. If I'm in a good space, then the outside world will reflect that. So 15, appreciation. And I sure do appreciate everything. Lessons and all. Let's look at this in reverse. So appreciation and the broken heart. Or are you finding it hard to show appreciation because your heart's been broken? like the unicorn. Spotted pony. Thanks for throwing that in there. Mark's given me like loads of love hearts wrapped up. Are they as gifts? With, like that. And then a love heart that's more like an exclamation mark. A gift of love. Love it. Okay. Appreciation. The energy cards. Card number 15. Oh, I went to cornucopia. Wishes fulfilled. Choosing gratitude is the meaning of the card. In reversed, the appreciation card reversed is warning that you're missing some important opportunities. You've lost your sense of gratitude and have gotten caught up in the prickly brambles of negativity and possibly even despair. Stop focusing on what you don't have, even if it seems to be a lot. Instead, find something to appreciate about yourself and your life. Choose to focus on the little things with gratitude and acknowledgement. Your refusal to appreciate even the small pleasures will cause them to drop from your hands and keep you stuck in some of your problem patterns, causing you to lament your lack even more. Let go of this negative focus and spend some time every day acknowledging what you have to be grateful for. Remember, the more you appreciate your life, the more your life will appreciate in value. Broken heart. Grief and loss. This card shows a heart broken open, revealing darkness, emptiness, and a grief-filled tear. The hurt may be from long ago, or it may be the pain from a more recent event. Either way, a deep healing is called for now. Vent your feelings and release the person or situation involved. Affirm that you are reclaiming your power and peace of mind. Open your heart to the light of divine love and healing, and have compassion for yourself through this difficult process. Make self-care a priority now. As you let go of old experiences, you can open your heart to the true and abiding love that you so rightly deserve. Okay. Let's go to the Oracle of Shadows and Light. Mark, that's my twin. Fairy of the Divine Hand. There's definitely, obviously, negative associations here. Card number 2. Fairy of the Divine Hand. Intoxication, distorted view, and overindulgence. If the Fairy of the Divine Hand has turned up in a reading, it is ever so likely you are being urged by friends, loved ones, or even your own self to more accurately estimate the power addictive behaviours and substances can have over you. You know how it is. You start having a piece of candy, some soda, maybe a little junk food. Then before long you have more. It may be another habit, such as judging yourself or others way too harshly, very damaging to your health. Thinking negatively or giving up too early on exercise and good healthy practices that you are indulging in. Gossip too falls under the Fairy of the Divine Hand's domain. While it can be wickedly delicious, it always leaves such a sour aftertaste. So when she shows up, know that the true gift she offers is awareness of what you're denying. Don't ignore Fairy of the Divine Hand. Thank her for pointing out your addictive tendencies, acknowledge their power, and then disengage and find support for living in clear, bright ways that don't leave you feeling drained, disoriented, and disenchanted. The Fairy of the Divine Hand speaks. I'm here to reveal to you what will tempt you. It is delightful, this thing you are being offered, and surely a little won't hurt. I am Fairy of the Divine Hand, and I appear to you when you are blinded to what you must see. Come and truly examine what is being offered to you underneath this apparently harmless fun, spending, partying, distraction, and temptation lie disorientation and fear, and things may appear to be quite different than how they truly are. But here, look and look closely. Do you begin to see what would take place if you continue down this path? If you sugarcoat the possibilities of where this may end? Do not push down the feelings and warnings you have. Instead, come a little closer. I was going to go into song then. Come a chameleon. Okay. Do not push down the feelings and warnings you have. Instead, come a little closer and look. Do you begin to understand that what seems such a small thing may indeed change lives? Take a moment, look, think, connect with your deeper wisdom. Decide whether you will join in with what is tempting you, or whether you will watch a while longer and make the wise decision instead. Divination message. Stop right now. Your intuition, your inner sight and clear vision is sending you a very clear warning. A red flag has just gone up, and this is the time to stop, to look and to listen before going forward. Your higher self, your clear sight, wants you to stop and think before simply taking this wonderful temptation someone is offering you. It may be in the form of a secretive relationship, junk food, alcohol at a party, sex before you're ready, or behaving in ways that are unsafe and disrespectful, speaking harmful words and thoughts that could scar people for a long, long time. This moment's indulgence could have long-term repercussions that could lead you away from well-being, clarity and harmony. You know, when this temptation comes, that you do not need to flee, you do not need to indulge, you do not need to curse and berate this lovely, very earnest fairy with her clear message to stop and truly look at what is taking place. You know you simply need to pause, be quiet, clear, and know now that one of your fiercest addictions is seeking you out, and you are wavering, caught in its delirium. This is not an opportunity to escape. This is your chance to break free. So maybe those harmful words have already come out once, and it's just saying, you know, don't retaliate. Stop. Learn from that. It feels like it was an experiment to see how much you could maybe like piss someone off. Okay. Stop with the experiment. You don't fight anger with anger, hate with hate, or fear with fear. Okay, it's a no-no. The blood dance. 42. Well, it may be better than the blood boiling, because there's this energy here of coming on from the other reading, the retaliation, the embarrassment of one's behaviour, how you kind of lose it, because someone gets your blood boiling, or they really have hurt your feelings. Okay, 42. The blood dance. I had to say good. Oh, I thought that said. I'm going to just say it. I thought that said I had to say good boy for the moment. So you had to say goodbye for the moment. Yeah, just focus on yourself, isn't it? Don't allow them to kind of take up so much of your energy space. And we just crack on with what we're doing. 42. So the blood dance. The heart craves life and the blood responds. In relationship to each other, life happens. The desire and the action, the movement of cycles, drawing in and letting go, rushing to the centre and pushing far away to the extremities. It is the cycle of relationship, dancing between self and other, into oneness and into individuality. So it is with human beings in relationship with each other, and with human beings and the divine essence. Sometimes the heart of God feels so close, it's as though our own inner passion is the very blood rushing through it. Then we journey far, bringing out nourishment to where it is needed, to those who are cold and lonely, to the farthest reaches of our own dark self, that we may, if very brave, dare to love completely. Though we can be lonely for the warmth of the centre then, craving that feeling of being at home, soon enough we are called back to the centre. Soon we are called back to the core of the divine heart, and the cycle continues. Remember that you are always in this dance of life. You are never apart from the divine. It is just that sometimes, in our natural flow, it is easier to feel the divine presence than other times. Yet you are always the blood connected to the heart. This oracle brings you confirmation that you are connected to the divine source, to all that is. If you are experiencing a phase of feeling cut off from yourself, from your body, from another, or from the divine, even from your own feelings, spiritual connection or intuition, be reassured that this is temporary and part of the cycle of life itself. Soon all connection shall return, with even greater warmth and nourishment, welcoming you home again with great love. Well, Mark, doesn't that just come in with your last kind of comment? Well, the one before. I had to say goodbye for a moment. I'll say good boy for the moment. Well, no, just be a good boy. Mark, I so needed to hear your message today, Lucy. Right time, right place, divinely directed, Mark. We still got Taurus to go as well. That's my own sun sign. My sun sign? Yeah, that's my star sign. Okay, my sun sign. If you feel you have been journeying in life and fear that you have lost your way, do not trouble yourself, precious soul. You are never far from the divine heart and will always be called home. Okay, I like that. And you'll always be called home, as in like when you're called, so you get called back home, but also when you call someone, like, but they're home to me. Love's language speaks like sound of fallen leaves, caressing wind to bear aroma sweet. You ask if I can love in measure true, and give emotions weight the scales due. Each tear releases more than words can say, expressing all my heart wants to convey. And look at this, the little tear on the heart. Taurus. Let's have a look and see what's on the cards for Taurus for June. Not long now, it's 27th. I'm 46 days and 46 years and 1 month old today. 46 days old. Who's Leslie? Tell me, who is this person? You're talking to me. I just wonder who Leslie is. Lovely Leslie, thank you. Who's Leslie? Mark, my heart, right, this is Mark speaking now. My heart and mind weren't in sync. My heart is broken because my twin will not physically talk to me. 6 years and she refuses to call me. I had to stop just texting. Yeah. Hi, hey. Is that actually your name, hey? Because like it just comes, everyone else's has like their kind of code name, whatever. But yours is just hey. It's the dang on Siri talk text. That's alright, you call me Leslie if you like. Taurus. Hey, laugh out loud. Yeah, but Moon Cookie normally says hey. Right. Hey, we're the monkeys. I sing that quite a bit, don't I, Moon Cookie? And people say we're monkeying around, but we're too busy singing to put anybody down. What are we trying to be? We're just trying to be friendly. Just like that. We're just trying to be friendly. Taurus. Queen of Pentacles. Good cards have come out. And then this is the energy mark of like the feminine focusing on her life. Ha. The monkeys. Yeah. But I was taken to like the 100th monkey theory then. You all know about the 100th monkey theory. Research it otherwise. But a ripple effect. 99 monkeys choose to wash their sweet potatoes in the water to get all the sand off of them. Everyone else doesn't. Then one day, a 100th monkey decides to wash his sweet potato, and everyone does. Even like monkeys that were on like an island far away. The ripple effect. 100th monkey. Oh, beautiful. Okay. Well, that was nice and easy, really, Taurus. Your card, your suit. Queen of Pentacles, Earth sign, Mother Nature, Divine Feminine. The wife card. The carer, the nurturer. Let's just keep reading them off. Caring, sensitive, loving, intuitive, intellectual, business-minded. Focusing on all her attributes. And then look what's going on. So the Eight of, right behind her, what's going on behind her? The Eight of Cups is not being satisfied with these 8 cups. You kind of straighten things up, and then you go like into the void, into your cave, if you want to say that. 2 cups are missing. Now them 2 cups make the 10 of Cups, which is your happily ever after. But first you need to achieve 9 of Cups status. Can't miss that part out. So that's the masculine becoming independent. Like the Queen of Pentacles here. Pentacles is to do with like your material world, and the Cups is to do with emotions and love. So he's going off to find himself, what he does want, because none of this is satisfying. He's tried them all. And then when he's ready at the 9 of Cups, we saw the 9 of Pentacles earlier on in the reading when I said she's got a bird on her hand and a hand on the coin. So he's off, obviously, towards the 10 of Cups, or the 2 of Cups. There's 2 cups missing, which is Divine Feminine in union. And then just really what you were saying, Mark, because I know that you resonate a lot with being in like the Divine Feminine's energy. So it's just like the microphone's there when you want to talk. Talk. Being called home. What are those like emoji thingies that hey? Why does hey not have a name? Hey, why don't you have a name? Why does your name not come up? I felt the energy of like really fucking around going, hello, come in, is this spirit talking to us? Moon Cookie's message is retracted. Moon Cookie, definitely the energy of the reading resonates with me, but that's awesome. Yep, that's me, Mark said. Okay, so on track? Most definitely. You know when you're going off track, and you'll put yourself back on track. You're too evolved now to allow yourself to continue down the wrong path. Oh, look at this. Masculines looking for divine guidance. That's where they're going to have to go to. To the divine. Look, they've been scratching their heads. What do we do? Tweedledee, tweedledum. And waiting for the go-ahead. When they're ready, they'll be sent home. Okay, energy cards, Taurus. Do you know what that looks like? It looks like the snail from like SpongeBob SquarePants. That emoji. I can't really work out what the first one is. Hostilities in reverse. Having none of that hostile behaviour. The Divine Feminine will not tolerate it. So that's the energy. Divine Masculine, you go into the Divine Feminine with any hostilities, hostile behaviour towards her, lack of appreciation, you're going to be rejected. She knows her worth. And hopefully you know yours now. So, hostilities, let's turn that around. How about pleasantness? Pleasantness. 26. In reverse. Right, let's have a look at what hostilities. Defences are up. Defences up and aggressive energy. Now you've got it in reverse. So this card reverse marks the end of hostilities for you. There's a shift in the energies around you and even about you. There's a shift in the energies around you, Divine Feminine, and even about you. They're being hostile to the wrong person. And a lot of their frustration is like to deal with other matters, karmic matters, but they thought it was maybe easier to put you into that equation as well. It really didn't get them anywhere. They did learn a lot of lessons though. Right, let's carry on. There is a shift in the energies around you and even about you, and the universe is supporting your own internal shift as well. Yeah. Word. Oh, she was not happy when I said I can't take this anymore. Well, as nicely as I could, of course. But yeah. Let's carry on reading this. Word. Whether the aggressive action has ended due to external factors or your own 20% battery or your own intervention, this card bodes well for more peace and harmony. Be aware, however, that there may still be some action you have to take, and it may seem on the surface that things are slow in getting better. This card encourages you, letting you know that the inner vibrations are changing and the situation will be, I was going to say reversed. Reversed or reserved? All these words coming out. Reserved, but it came out as reversed. Resolved. Affirmation: I am receiving the peaceful, harmonious treatment I deserve in my life. I set boundaries, make reasonable requests, and make my expectations clear. You go, gal. Good boy. You good boy. Right. The Oracle of Shadows and Light. Yes. Two Little Witches, magical space clearing time. Now, I spoke about the energy, so the energy is like clearing around you and like, or changing around you and towards you. So we've got some magical space clearing time here. Let's have a look. Card number 30. Extremely thirsty. Okay. I didn't come with a full cup of coffee. Now here's your glass, half empty or half full. About the two little witches. From out of the shadows come the two little witches, solemn and sincere. They fix you with their clear green and blue gaze and ready you for the magic that is the broom they are about to pass on to you. And what is the magical secret of this broom? Why, that it can sweep clear any old, stale energy that is lurking about you at the moment. Take this broom and see it whisk all by itself, once, twice, 3 times. What did you say yesterday, was it, Cynthia, about something that's happened once has just happened twice? Okay. So take this broom and see it whisk all by itself, once, twice, 3 times, with the shins, around your house, your hearth, your home, and it will clear out all that is hiding in the shadows of the corners and the underneath of the rooms of your soul and home. And in brackets it says, Widdershins is the traditional direction for clearing energy. It means against the sun, and in the northern hemisphere, to go Widdershins is to direct energy in a counterclockwise direction. In the southern hemisphere, it is to direct energy clockwise. When it is done, they clap their hands 3 times and the broom returns to their arms, and they move on to the next home that needs their help. But now that is done, what will you fill your space and your life with? That is the greatest and trickiest choice of all, but one which only you can make. So I feel like this masculine here. Like he's left everything else behind because it's not satisfying. So now he's got space in his life. What is he going to... well, let's reread that. But now that is done, what will you fill your space and your life with? That is the greatest and trickiest choice of all, but one which only you can make. Hey, Mr. Fly. You come through that tiny gap in the window. Okay, the 2 little witches speak. Out, out, and from within, we cleanse this space from trouble and din. Out, out, let all be gone, and make this place a cheerful home. We are here to cleanse and clean. We are creatures in between. We will work from dusk till dawn to ensure energy is reborn. We leave it clear and bright and blank, and for this task we ask no thanks. But we do wish you well in this. May all brought in create your bliss. The divination message: make the mundane work for you. It's time to conduct a house clearing, followed by a house blessing. Here is an easy pointer. New locations, either the smallest of changes for household objects or rearrangement of what goes where in your bedroom. I've done that this morning. Okay, the bedroom one. Or an entire move is very much on your mind when these twin witches show up with their brooms of power. If there's anything keeping you back from making that change, please make small, useful and symbolic gestures. Shift the furniture and clear away what you no longer need. Whenever we make a change, we always rediscover stuff we've been hanging on to, stuff that's weighed us down without our even realising it was there. Time for a space clear for you. Hi Ray. Good day, my friend. How are we doing? We're doing exceptionally well. How are you, Ray? I've moved, yes, Mark. I've moved once, twice. Yeah. I don't know how many times I've moved. I've moved twice within like a year and a half, is it? In 2 years. I actually feel the energy that I'll be moving again. When I was kind of clearing away today, I don't have many possessions now. I've done that kind of house clearing, like space clearing, getting rid of stuff that you grow attached to but you don't really need in your life. So that's been done like twice now with every house move, but there is still stuff that I've got, and I've been discarding of that stuff today. And I actually thought to myself, because I've kind of stacked some bits up, like it looked like I was preparing like to move. And I thought, that's interesting. So, yeah. The move has been coming out in the cards. I mean, I'm easy now. It's just like I'm good to go wherever I'm drawn to go, or called to go. Should we say that? Moon Cookie, the glass is always full. You have an abundance in reserve. Absolutely. You've got to draw. See, if you listen to these audios, there's such great ways of like asking. It's like drawing from the universal supply. So there is no lack. You can just draw that from the universal supply, whatever it is that you're needing. Ray, I'm doing great. Happy to see you. That's awesome. It's happy to be seen. Mark, wow, moving is difficult. No, easy peasy. No, really easy peasy. And then, so I've moved twice, and then Megan and Jamie, I was staying with them, and like circumstances happened where now they've actually moved, so I've got all my family like back together, and divinely orchestrated. And after my daughter made that move with like obviously Jamie, and they moved in here, on the day she went to me, that was just so effortless and easy. Everything just lined up. It's just, and I said it doesn't have to be stressful. So I think what's more stressful is when you lack the faith in the divine's got this. Okay, there's no need to panic, no need to worry. Okay, the divine's got it. And I feel that that part can, not so much for me, because it's been up to like having to move and like having 2 days to move and not having anywhere to go, but the divine delivered. So and as I'm kind of going through this, because I'm ballsy, okay, I'm not scared about pushing it. Like most people do something, they intervene because they don't trust. Well, I just trust. And it always works out. So I'm hoping that through my example, that my children can see that you don't have to stress about anything. All your needs are taken care of. You just pull it from the universal supply. So moving, not difficult at all. And it's less difficult with the less possessions you have. It's just the less attachment. But that comes over time. That comes with the realisation and the awakening. So, nice. Ah, very sweet. Okay, trust. Absolutely, trust. So what I will do is, let me just think whereabouts is going to be best to share this. I will do it on the community tab, because if you're watching this video, then you're already on YouTube. So on the community tab, I'll try and remember when I get off of here. Look, number 66 is up the top there. 6 people watching and 6 thumbs ups. Thank you very much. I've gone to a 5 now. Someone's scarpered. You know, I really can't see you. I can't really tell unless you comment. I don't really know you're there, so there's no need to be fearful. I mean, I can sense, but yeah, it's all good. I'm going to share some of this material, especially, well, actually, I think like you've all grown up now to go away and research. Florence Scovel Shin. Okay. Not necessarily the game of life and how to play it, because that one's about 6 hours long. But there's one about your word is your wand. I believe that's one. There's one about the power of your intuition, or the door to your intuition is another one. And they're really good. They're on for about an hour, I believe. But you can get in. I'm getting it. I'm not going to tell you what to do, okay? But I'm totally addicted to personal development. I lost it a bit because it kind of got taken away by tarot. And so I'm really back onto it now. It's all about trust and your faith. So have a listen to this. So I'm going to share some on the community tab, okay? So that, there you go, it's immediate for you. Right, I'll do that then. On the YouTube, at the top, tabs, community. Click on it, be there waiting. I'll do it. Actually, I did copy one the other day, but I didn't paste it. So I don't know if that one is still kind of waiting. Don't know how long. How long does it keep it in that little pasteboard? There's an icon in there. Excuse me. Right. Sorry, Taurus. I'm just apologising to oneself. Let's go to the journey of love and see where we are. And before I go, if you guys would like me to pull you a card, I can do that. But just give me permission if you'd like me to pull you a little message. And I can do that. Let's see and finish off these June readings with a journey of love card for Taurus. The communal dance. Someone else had this. Yeah, I think so. Someone else had this, or maybe they didn't. No, I don't think they did. I think it came out on a personal reading. Anyway. Card number 5. Taurus. Oh, it's a long book. So before we do this, let's actually have a look at these cards. So you've got the Hierophant. But there's Justice underneath here. So you've got the Hierophant, you've got the Queen of Pentacles and the Empress. Your importance in the scale of things, you're important. Hostilities in reverse, and then listen to the communal dance message, which I feel the Hierophant's telling you, the Divine, letting you know of like your importance. I mean, masculines, you can take this on, but I'm going to boost the feminines up, okay? But the number 5, and then we've got number 5. See the V up there? Okay, number 5. The communal dance. Does nobody want a message? I don't have to put an individual message if you don't want to. I was drawn to pull you like a fairy message, Oracle of Fairies, but that's cool. If it's not needed, then it's not needed. Card number 5. Lover, you have been alone too long. Your community calls you to surrender your isolation for this moment in time and instead join the cosmic conga line. Do you know how special you are? So much so that this community would not be the same without you. Your individuality and uniqueness can only enhance this group of souls that call you to dance with them. Men and women, human and spirit, heaven and earth, your community is vast and rich and has much to share with you. Be lifted in celebration of belonging. Recognise that you are part of something great. Can your heart grow warm with recognition? You belong. You are meant to be part of this great dance of love awakening on the earth. Your heart is already beating to the rhythm of the music. This oracle brings you guidance. You are being drawn into a new community. This is kind of like for the masculine. The only reason, well, I mean, the community dance, this community would not be the same without any of you. Okay, or that's what it took me to. It's like our community here. But also our counterparts. Because it was kind of like, you guys don't really have a clue what my divine masculine, what my counterpart is like. There's no fear about you whether or not you're going to like him, because you're going to love him. I love him. You're going to love him. Okay. And so it's kind of that intrigue behind it as well. 10% battery's gone really low now. Maybe that's what it took me to. So it's kind of saying, you know, to the divine masculine, lover, you've been alone too long. It's like this new community calls you now. Okay. So men and women, human and spirit, heaven and earth, your community is vast and rich and has much to share with you. Being lifted in celebration of belonging, or be lifted in celebration of belonging. Recognise that you are part of something great, and can your heart grow warm with recognition? You belong. You are meant to be a part of this great dance of love awakening on the earth. Your heart is already beating to the rhythm of the music. This oracle brings you guidance. You are being drawn into a new community that is more aligned with your innate spiritual vibration. You'll feel more at home there, and you'll be able to share your gifts and talents more freely and with greater support. Let go of relationships or situations that you have been holding on to out of fear. If they're meant to continue with you, they will remain. If not, they will fall away, creating space for new connections to come into your life now. This is not a time to hide in what you have known, but to be open to playful connection with kindred spirits soon to be met. Okay, let's do this poem. When I stood in front of you, I knew something was in store. I could feel the excitement of our journey ahead, for I had been that way before. Each person comes into our life with lessons we may see, and in the reflection of that other self is the person we can be. And that is so true with whether it's a negative or a positive situation. The reflection of the person, of the other self, is the person that we can be. Hello, Original. Original would love a fairy message. Okay. You must have known I was here. Are you there? Original whispers from the divine. That's too funny. It's been so delightful to find you, see you and listen to you today. I'm always here, Mark. It's not hard to find me. That's the song I'm singing. You could call out my name, or you could call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running. Yeah, to see you again. Right, okay, let's get original, a fairy message. And if anyone else would like one, then speak now. Original, let's see what message wants to come out for you, darling, on this Saturday evening. Believe in magic. Open your eyes and see the magic that's all around in nature. The fairy of the northern lights say you are part of nature, so you are magical too. This is interesting because I know you very well, Original, that you believe in magic and you see all the signs, so it's very interesting. Who's Jack? Okay, this was just going through. Who's Jack? And is I don't know, is Jack getting married? But it took me to like hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more. So I don't know whether there's a Jack around you that maybe in another connection and he needs to like hit the road. I don't know. But believing in magic. I don't feel it's for your energy. I feel like it's for someone that you're actually dealing with. Okay. Like they're a non-believer. Who the hell's Jack? They've got to hit the road and don't come back. Because they don't believe in magic. That's what I feel like. The energy of a non-believer spending time with a believer. That's just going to be tough, isn't it? That's just a battle that you don't need to fight or need to be around, really. Okay, so believe in magic. Let's read it. It's the card that's come up for you. When the fairy of the northern lights appears, she comes to tell you to open your eyes and see the magic that's all around you. The aurora, how do I say that? Borealis is pure magic. And seeing the colourful ribbons of light dancing in the sky is on many a wish list. Okay, it could be a place for a holiday. It is on my wish list to see the northern lights. Okay, in the sky, oh, hold on. So it's pure magic, and seeing the colourful ribbons of light dancing in the sky is on many a wish list. Perhaps you too have felt drawn to see this phenomenon in real life. Now have you? Because this is interesting, because when I was going through some stuff earlier on, I got out my passport to see when it expires, because I was like, I don't even know if it's still in date. But it's okay, I've got till December next year. 2024, December is when my passport expires. So this also could be taking me to like, if like I imagine we're all due a holiday. Okay, and why not? Why not? So is there anywhere that you would like to go, and can you tap into that universal supply to bring that to you? Perhaps you too have felt drawn to see this phenomenon in real life. If so, this card is confirmation that it's time to start making those plans. Okay. Maybe a dream board. I'm not sure if you've actually got a dream board or not a goal board. Let's not call it a goal board. Let's call it a dream board. Because once you actually physically do that, it's amazing how that starts to manifest. Okay. I feel like you're playing here with the law of attraction, like to the next level, when you really believe in magic. Or maybe another faraway location is calling to you. Now, it's already made mention of Hawaii, and that actually took me to my own divine masculine, because I'd done quite a bit of travelling, and then I saw him, so we met up, and I said to him, I wish you could have done that travelling with me. I wish I could have taken you like away. And he said to me, whereabouts would you take me? And I said, I don't really know you like too in depth to know if you've got any places you want to visit. I said, but I would like to take you to like Maui, Hawaii. Just a really nice, peaceful, healing place to want to go. And that's what the maid mention of was. Are we off to Hawaii? Okay. Let's go and see Alana. She's in Hawaii. When nature beckons you, your spirit knows the way to go. The message may not be so literal, however. Instead, this magical fairy could be flying in to remind you to open your eyes and heart to the magic and wonder of the natural world, so much of which we take for granted. The fairy of the Northern Lights says, when you're taking a walk, stop, look up, look down, and see the magic that's all around. Because sometimes we need a gentle reminder to stop and smell the roses and revel in the magic of nature. Perhaps you're being called to inspire someone else. I feel this is more on point. Because like you're away with fairies, you are, girl. I mean, so don't doubt like your belief in the magic. I feel that we can all fine tune our belief, our faith, our trust, which is what I'm personally doing at the moment. But let's have a look at this one. Perhaps you're being called to inspire someone else to see the world through new eyes of wonderment. Children see magic all around them. It's natural to them. And if you feel stuck in a rut, tune into your inner child and learn to see a world through the eyes of a youngster once again. So who's Jack? Maybe Jack is a child. It's taken to like Jack Frost then. Okay, I'm not sure what that's about, or whether that helped. Moon Cookie, you would like a fairy message? Of course you can. Let me just have a look. Original, that's very interesting. Exactly words I said last night. Okay, I'm not sure what them words are, but it's good if it resonates, because let's pull Moon Cookie a card, see what comes out. Yes, please. I'd like a fairy. I thought that says I'd like to be a fairy. I feel like I'm a fairy. Angel, fairy. Oh, let's put Believe in Magic back in, just to give it the opportunity if it needs to come out. I'm not like restricting the deck. Moon Cookie, let's have a look and see what the fairies want to say to you, darling. I'm singing the song, it is time to get funky. Okay. Precious time. It is time to get funky. The fairy of time wants you to experience every moment fully and to make the most of your precious time. Be mindful not to waste others' time either. Okay. Uptown funk you up. Uptown funk you up. Say what? Precious time. Are you a clock watcher? Or does it feel like the days are passing you by? The fairy of time wants you to experience every moment fully, even in peaceful solitude or meditation, to make the most of your time on earth and celebrate the magical gift of life. Today's a celebration, isn't it? Okay. With time comes age, and with age often comes wisdom, which makes wisdom a precious gift from time. If we've learned the lessons that time has gifted to us. Perhaps you feel as though you never have enough time to do all the things you need to, but it's our attitude to time that dictates the way it impacts our lives. In fairyland, time isn't linear, so fairies don't feel the same restrictions and confines of time. I said, I felt like it said, I want to be a fairy. But that's good then, there's no restrictions, okay? Restrictions, constrictions. No. Restrictions. In fairyland, time isn't linear, so fairies don't feel the same restrictions and confines of time that we experience here in the human realm. If you're governed by time and are always glancing at your watch, try taking it off and notice how it makes you feel. Feeling free within time is a beautiful experience. Be aware of time, but don't be ruled by it, and always make time for yourself. This card could also be saying that you're about to learn a timely lesson. It's also important to respect the time of others. Are you always fashionably late? If so, set your alarm a little earlier, arrive on time, and surprise everyone. Hi, Pandora. I think Moon Cookie is always busy. Am I right? Well, have you answered Moon Cookie? Look, she has to fly. Have to fly, have to fight, have to crow. Oh, she's got to fly. I think she's telling us. Have to save Maggie, have to save Jack. Hook is back. Oh my goodness. I was watching that yesterday. I didn't quite get into it though on Disney Plus. Was Wendy and Peter Pan, or was it Peter Pan and Wendy? It was, well, I don't think we want to watch the second half of it. I kind of sat there with Emily and said, I'm not really like getting into this. Sometimes they've just redone stories too many times. So. Pandora, good message. I'm struggling with doing good with higher. Let's take that word out. There's no more struggling. Okay, not for you. Pandora, do you want a message? Mark, did you want a message, or are you cool? Moon Cookie, are you always busy? Only you know that. Do you watch your time? You probably have like a... Is it like time restraints? Is that... Pandora, do you want a message before I go, darling? Mark, the offer's still there. And I think we will read from a book. A card? Yes, please. Yes, well, Mark. Jeez. Let's get you a card, Mark. Let's see what wants to come out for you. There it is. Lost and found. What was once lost is about to be found. Thanks to the lost and found fairy, sometimes she can help us find things we never even realised were lost. I did kind of like keep pursuing, like asking you if you wanted a card. So she can help us find things we never even realised were lost. Moon Cookie, I'm only busy as a bee at work. Off days, I am super chill, yeah. Is it busy at work though? Like the environment I've just come out of was like stupidly shit busy, and it was just, yeah, it got to be too much. So it's so good that you take that chill time to yourself. Okay, Mark, lost and found. Where's the book for this? What am I using? The fairies. You don't see Mark's comments? Mark, why are your comments not coming up? And who is the person with no name? Oh no, you're just not allowed to say his name. Okay. Lost and found. Yeah, but that's like with Peter Pan. Captain Hook couldn't handle Peter Pan's name, like being spoken in his presence. Jeez. Lost and found. Mark. The lost and found fairy collects lost treasures and keeps them for a rainy day, revealing them when they're needed most. Maybe that's like your visit here today. Maybe you need this message most today, or it's needed the most today. Okay. She is attracted to shiny things and often keeps company with magpies. What did Moon Cookie say? Have to save Maggie. Okay, magpie. She is attracted to shiny things and often keeps company with magpies and crows. I'm sure she said that as well. For they too have a keen eye for things that sparkle. If you see these birds, this fairy, is probably nearby. Okay, Mark, let's repeat this. So, she keeps company with the magpies and crows, for they too have a keen eye for things that sparkle. If you see these birds, this fairy is probably nearby. If you've misplaced something, either materially or spiritually, call on this helpful fairy to find it. She will often leave little hints, tips and clues. She may remind you to be practical, for example. She may remind you to be practical. For example, if you've lost your keys, retrace your last steps in your mind. Where were you when you last saw them? It takes me to like the story of one of the Lost Boys. It's in the movie Hook with Dustin Hoffman, and like he's rummaging around on the floor. He's an adult now, but he's lost his marbles. So, did you feel like you lost your marbles? Hello, darling. Oh, what is this?
It's pork.
I thought it was 2 hours. How long's it been?
I mean, it's already cooked. I've wrapped it up in tin foil. Good, right? Enjoy that.
Yeah. Hold on, I'll get back to it. Let me just... I'll wait until I finished reading. It's okay. Jeez, it's so good. The fairy, I keep calling it the fairy, okay, but it's this fairy. This fairy often appears in autumn and winter time. In autumn, animals often bury food, ready to sustain themselves during the colder months, and seeing them do this could be a sign to stash away the things that will sustain you too during this period. These could be material things such as food and money. Remember, she is a very practical fairy. Or you might stash away cherished memories inside your heart and tap into them whenever you need a spiritual boost. The Lost and Found fairy also reminds us that it's okay to lose things. Perhaps you never really needed them anyway, or their time and purpose has been served. It's no use crying over spilt milk could also be the message she brings. Let it go. Get a cloth and clean it up, then go and get some more milk. Ideally vegan nut milk, if you really need it. There's a message, Mark. Pandora. Pandora, I was going to say time, but then I couldn't be bothered to type, so maybe it's energy. I don't see Mark's comments, we had that part. I'd like a fairy card. Okay, Pandora, I'll pull you one. I will pull you one. Let me get my words out. Oh, you have such good energy, Lucy. I'm in awe of you. Thank you very much. I'm very comforted and thankful of you. That's so beautiful to be appreciated. Thank you, Pandora. What is it, cake? No, it's slow-cooked pork belly slice. I'm going to have with like tiny new potatoes, baby potatoes with mint, cooked with mint and butter. And then, what else have we got today? A salad. Well, spinach leaves. I have some other leaves, but not many. Like some rocket, some watercress. Salad, tomatoes, cucumber, spring onions. What else am I going to have? Oh, we're going to have some petit pois peas. And for some reason, an egg. Probably poached. I don't know, I fancy an egg. I reckon that'd be really nice to dunk into like an egg. And then we've already got tomorrow's